Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Emily Haugen. West Salem High School students are using their language skills to help families at their local food pantry. The Care and Share Food Pantry serves everyone in need, but for many, language can be a barrier. That's where these student volunteers come in. Every Saturday, Spanish students from the high school help serve and interpret for the families who need it.
If there's like a stigma around food pantry, they might not actually seek help. So just having the means and ability to I think is a great asset in the community.
And volunteers encourage any Spanish-speaking family in need to come use the pantry. If you are able to help, donations can be brought to Our Saviors Lutheran Church in West Salem. And here in La Crosse, the YWCA partnered up with the Facebook group Everyone Needs a Helping Hand to lend a coat to families in need. At the Get Warm coat distribution, area families could stop by the Reach Center for winter gear. Organizers say anything helps, but say they are most in need of coats in children's sizes.
We always need kids stuff, and I think that's what we're working on. We're just collecting all year round, you know? It's never just a certain season.
That's great to keep in mind, especially when you're doing your spring cleaning. As Ramus said, the YWCA and Everyone Needs a Helping Hand is collecting all the time. So if you'd like to help, we'll post links for you at news8000.com.
So we have mostly cloudy skies across the area throughout the day. Right now we're sitting at 25 degrees. It feels like 25 out there. Humidity is sitting at 88%. We have winds, very calm at this hour. Other temperatures across the area right now in the low to mid 20s. 21 is the current temperature in Ladysmith, 21 Eau Claire, 27 in Winona, Black River Falls, and Sparta. You're at the double deuces. 22 degrees, 23 is the current temperature in Viroqua, 26 in Boscobel, but you factor in that feels like temperature. Look at Ladysmith, feels like 13 out there, 22 Black River Falls, 22 Sparta, 23 in Viroqua. So the radar scan right now is showing a clean sweep across the area. This is going to get a break for a little bit. We do have precip chances in the forecast. High pressure is large and in charge. We're on the back end of one right now. So that's what's going to allow the temperatures as we go to the first part of the week to warm up with highs going into the 30s. Now, coming up in the first one forecast, we're going to talk about temperatures staying below normal. We're going to talk about a snow chance. I don't think it's going to be much, but we do have flurries in the forecast. And we now have a top 20 record, I guess you could say, for the wettest January on record. And we'll talk about that coming up in the next check of weather. Emily, over to you.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Eric.
You bet.
The 56-year-old man convicted of killing a University of Wisconsin-Madison student in 2008 will spend life in prison without the eligibility of parole. Yesterday, Brittany Zimmerman's family spoke out. Jade Fleury has the story.
I think she'd be proud that we never gave up.
Almost 15 years later, the final piece of justice for the murder of Marshfield's Brittany Zimmerman.
I would like to apologize to everybody, especially the Zimmerman family. I took away Brittany's 21-year-old life, family that she could have had.
But Zimmerman's family doesn't believe Call confessed to the murder because he had a, quote, coming to Jesus moment.
He only did it so that his family and his mother specifically would not have to hear the gruesome details of what he did to our daughter.
A family friend speaking on behalf of Brittany's father, Kevin Zimmerman, believes life in prison isn't enough.
I know Wisconsin doesn't have the death penalty, but they should for people like him. David Call is nothing more than a worthless piece of skin and a killer.
Instead, it's Zimmerman's friends and family whose sentencing is the harshest.
Jean and I are sentenced to life without our daughter Brittany. Why should they allow David Call any difference? Life without parole.
To keep their daughter's spirit alive, Brittany's parents created the Pause for Brittany Fun Run Dog Walk in Marshfield.
And we raise money for a pet shelter that is now built, and we do that in memory of her. So it's all about making sure that people don't forget what happened and just her life being able to live on.
And Call agreed to the terms of a plea agreement last October. He pleaded guilty to first-degree intentional homicide and was found guilty as a result. Call has 20 days to appeal. While the White House Chief of Staff Ron Klein, who has served in the position since the Biden administration began, is preparing to step down. A New York Times report says Klein will likely leave after President Biden's State of the Union address on February 7th. The report said Klein has told colleagues since the midterm elections in November that he is preparing to leave. The next chief of staff is not in place yet. Some names floated include Labor Secretary Marty Walsh, Senior Advisor Anita Dunn, Domestic Policy Advisor Susan Rice, and former Coronavirus Response Coordinator Jeff Zients. An Iowa family whose loved one died after taking a Xanax laced with fentanyl is suing Snap, the parent company of Snapchat. They say the app made it easy for their loved one to buy drugs on the platform. James Stratton has the tragic story.
Sierra Gilliam is described as a happy, outgoing person, able to make friends everywhere she went. The lawsuit filed by her family says she developed a compulsion to engage with Snapchat at all hours and had trouble sleeping because of it. It alleges the program's features connected her to other users who were complete strangers who assaulted and abused her. It also alleges those features connected her to a dealer and she began purchasing Xanax through Snapchat to help her sleep. She took one of those pills, according to the lawsuit, but it was laced with fentanyl. Gilliam died from that in August of last year. Her parents have offered a reward for anyone who can help them find the person who sold her the drugs. Quote, Snapchat's defective design and Snap's failure to warn were substantial factors in causing Sierra Gilliam's death, end quote, that lawsuit reads. The plaintiffs point to Snapchat's features like disappearing messages, maps, and other unique features that they say facilitate illegal and deadly drug sales of counterfeit pills.
And in a statement, Snapchat said, quote, we are committed to bringing every resource to bear to help fight this national crisis, unquote. And over in Cashton, prom season is already on their minds. High schoolers looking for a good deal on their gowns were able to come to the prom dress resale. Teenagers from all over the region can show up and pick out the dress for the special night. Organizers say they wanted to help them enjoy prom without worrying about the price tag.
A lot of people have a lot of dresses in their closets that through COVID maybe the girls never got a chance to wear. So we're just bringing it all together for everyone to be able to shop and enjoy their day.
Money raised from the prom dress sale will help support the school's post-prom event. And coming up on News 8 Now this weekend, it's time to get a move on. A new dance studio for adults is opening in La Crosse, where fans of jazz and hip-hop can sign up. Coming up. But first, have you ever wanted to crash at the house of your favorite TV show characters? Fans of the shows Friends and Seinfeld are in luck. We'll tell you all about it next. Stay with us.
This is our community. And while the present moment may feel unpredictable, we are here to help you stay focused on the future. So stay safe, stay strong, and stay confident with Gillespie and Associates.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Here's our problem. Without the hearing aids in, she can't hear the low frequencies, so she doesn't hear me. I don't hear the high frequencies, so I don't hear her. It was a perfect setup, but we had to interrupt it. We had time, and we were coming down Main Street, and I turned in.
It's not like you're going to strangers. It's kind of family-ish. To come here, you feel like you belong with them. I just think it's very comforting that they're a family business.
Better Hearing Center on Alaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
But here's that storm system I'm tracking.
When severe weather is coming,
We are tracking this winter storm that continues to provide snowy weather across the area.
we warn you first.
Yeah, we're in the first warning storm runner.
It's what we do.
Winter storm warnings are still remaining in effect here for much of the day.
To keep you safe.
Hey, look at the roads here.
We are First Warn Weather.
This forecast has been pretty spot on.
News 8. Expect more.
Retirement is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make, so you need to get it right. At Gillespie and Associates, we'll design a plan so you can retire on your terms. I'm Private Wealth Advisor Tim Gillespie, and I'm here to help.
Well, if you're an adult looking for a spot to learn to dance, we've got just the place for you. I&E Dance in La Crosse held its grand opening today, and it's welcoming anyone over the age of 18. Whether you are just beginning or you're dancing at a Broadway level, studio owners say you're welcome. Studio owner Michelle Malone says she opened I&E to give adults a space to dance.
I truly believe that dance is for everyone. It is such a beautiful art form, and especially in our beginner classes, we take it slow, we break down all the movement, and we really make you feel as comfortable as possible here.
The studio offers classes in hip-hop and contemporary jazz for all skill levels. So if you're interested, we'll post a link at news8000.com. So if you're a fan of Seinfeld or Friends, you can now stay in the show's famous apartments. An Ohio couple has created a sitcom-themed Airbnb for short-term renters, dubbed the Sitcom Suites. They come equipped with all of your favorite memorabilia about the shows, and it took them more than 3 months of work in 7 different states. And the biggest challenge, they said, was space.
It's a tiny set, it's a tiny room. At the end of the day, you still have a finite amount of square footage, so that's probably been the biggest challenge.
So the couple says they're also working on Airbnbs for the TV shows Golden Girls and Schitt's Creek, and those could be ready later this year. That would be so fun. Coming up on News 8 Now this weekend, shoveling safely. It's a good workout, but for some it can be risky. Why doctors say that combination of cold weather and exercise might not be so good for your heart.
And I got a feeling that Seinfeld one is going to be in my future pretty soon. Take a look outside. We have cloudy skies out there. Temperatures in the 20s. We have precip chances in the forecast and even cooler temperatures. We'll talk about that in the First Warn forecast on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual. News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present Our Community Cares.
The 31st Annual Tri-State Rail Sale Saturday, January 28th at the La Crosse Center. Hobby sale, model rail flea market, and swap meet with over 300 vendor tables. Proceeds go to maintain and restore the La Crosse Shortline Railroad Museum. The La Crosse Lions Charities will be celebrating Groundhog Day with a pulled pork dinner Thursday, February 2nd at the Moose Lodge, La Crosse.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
Earn now, spend later during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Rewards Members Dollar Days. Now through February 1st, Rewards members earn $10 in Blaine's Bucks for every $100 spent in store to redeem later just like cash. Start earning today on deals like large bags of Blaine's brand performance dog or original cat food, $2 off. Half off these special buy men's Skechers, only $34.99. And stock up on horse betting. Rewards members buy 4, get 1 free. Earn Blaine's Bucks now to spend later during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Rewards Members Dollar Days.
Everybody likes something for nothing. Now at Home Furniture, when you spend $4.99 or more for something like this 2-piece sectional, get an extra 7% off sale prices and 3-year special financing with nothing down and pay nothing for shipping. Everything is on sale. Shop your favorite furniture and mattresses. 7% off sale prices and 3-year special financing with nothing down and nothing for shipping. Now that's something. The something for nothing sale only at Home Furniture.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
About 1 in 33 babies are born with a birth defect in the U.S. every year, according to the CDC. Birth defects are a leading cause of infant death in this country. Mandy Gaither has steps those who are pregnant can take to reduce the risk in honor of National Birth Defects Awareness Month.
13 years ago, when Amy DeSantis gave birth to twins, she had no idea one of them had Down syndrome and a heart defect.
It's overwhelming. There's a lot of fear, a fear of the unknown, a fear of what the future will look like. Will this child have a future?
Some birth defects are preventable, others are not, but experts say early intervention is critically important. The infant and maternal health nonprofit March of Dimes says most birth defects happen within the first trimester, but can happen later in pregnancy too.
A lot of women have no idea what their risk is or anything about birth defects.
The organization says taking 400 micrograms of folic acid before and during early pregnancy can help lower the risk, as can seeing a healthcare provider at the beginning of pregnancy, where medications and medical history can be reviewed, and avoid drugs, smoking, and alcohol while pregnant.
The number one cause of preventable birth defects is alcohol. And researchers did a study that showed almost 1 in 7 pregnant people is drinking alcohol today.
DeSantis's twins just turned 13, and despite his challenges, her son is thriving.
He does everything that his sister does and then some. So he's living a wonderful life, and he's a happy guy.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Well, shoveling snow from your driveway can be a great workout, but for those with heart problems, it's not so simple. Cardiologists at Mayo Clinic Health System say the combination of cold weather and exercise can trigger a heart attack. The cold can constrict blood vessels and increase your blood pressure. Doctors say it can be hard to stop outdoor activities for the sake of your health because you may want to finish the task.
It's that combination of cold, extreme exertion, and then maybe sticking it out longer than is wise, because we got to finish and get to the end of the walk.
It's important also to know your limits. So if you are at risk, Mayo doctors also say it's best to check with your doctor about whether or not it's okay for you to shovel heavy snow. Well, we got some heavy snow earlier this week, but it has eased up since then. So hopefully people haven't had to go outside these last few days. Eric, what's coming up?
I'll tell you what, we're going to stay cloudy. Some places could see some patchy fog as we go into your evening and overnight hours. Outside right now, actually, let's go ahead and take a look here at a couple of stats here. First of all, in terms of precip, we've averaged just under 2 inches of rain and snow over here in La Crosse. Now, with that being said, this is the 18th wettest January on record. The wettest January, we have to go back to 1886, where we had 3.44 inches. Now, in terms of the next 8 days, we're going to get a break for tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday. We're going to keep the precip chances in the forecast Wednesday through Sunday, even going into Monday of next week. Outside right now, we have cloudy skies out there. We're seeing that temperature of 25 degrees. It feels like 25 out there. Humidity is at 88%, and we have a nice calm wind out there. In Eau Claire, good evening to you guys. You're a little cooler, 21 degrees. Feels like 21 out there. Humidity is at 88%. We have winds out of the southwest at 3 miles per hour. So here's the weather in motion. You can see the clouds just billowing across the Coulee region. High pressure is in control right now. You can see that south wind that's in play. See this low pressure system right here? This is going to stay to the south. That will still clip the extreme southern portion of the state. But it's going to push its way off towards the east, and what's going to happen is we're going to stay cloudy again for your Sunday as well as your Monday and Tuesday. So when you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the teens and 20s will greet you. 17 in Eau Claire, 18 Winona, 21 La Crosse, 18 Viroqua, 19 in Sparta, 18 will be the temperature in Black River Falls. And like I said, we're going to stay mostly cloudy as we go throughout your evening hours into your Sunday morning. Highs on Sunday, much like today, you can just take that keyboard, hit copy and paste, and you'll have the same forecast for tomorrow. The only exception will be Prairie du Chien and Boscobel. Prairie du Chien, you'll go to 30. Boscobel, you'll go to 31 degrees. Now, like I said, we're going to stay cloudy throughout your Sunday. Some places will try to get a little bit of a break in the clouds in the afternoon, early evening hours, and then we go into Monday. Now, this particular model has a little bit of precipitation being painted in the forecast for Monday afternoon going into the evening hours. Again, it's very, very, very scattered. Majority of us won't even see a drop. The majority of us will stay mostly cloudy. So the details of the first one forecast for tonight. We'll go to 20 degrees with cloudy skies, patchy fog overnight with winds out of the southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. 4-year timeline for tomorrow. We'll start the day off with temperatures in the mid-20s. We'll go to 24th cloudy skies by 10 a.m. By noon, we go to 25. We have a right around 26 as we go into the 4 to 6 o'clock time frame. By 8 p.m., we'll see temperatures in the upper teens to low 20s. And then as we take a look here at the next 8 days. So we go into the 30s for Tuesday and Wednesday, mid-20s for Thursday and Friday. After this, Emily, by next weekend, we may not even see temperatures in some places in the mid to upper 20s. We're talking temperatures in the mid to upper teens for your Saturday. And again, that trend will continue for your Sunday.
So, Eric, I was looking at the location of that Seinfeld Airbnb.
Yeah.
They're in Cincinnati. It's 10 degrees warmer there. So.
And that's like an hour and 15 minutes from my parents' house.
Well,
so
there you go. It's not quite Florida, but it's warmer.
It's close enough.
Same thing.
Yeah,
okay.
Same thing.
All right, thanks, Eric. Coming up in sports, catch a quick look at today's NFL playoff games and a huge trade that shocked the world of baseball. See what exactly is going on in Minnesota. Kate is in next with sports.
New windows can give you a whole new view of the world around you. Call today for a prompt free estimate from the Ford Store Home Improvements. 782-8877.
Save big this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. 6 packs of Pepsi products, just $1.99. Navel oranges, just 77 cents a pound. And Select Post cereal, 3 for only $5. Only at Hy-Vee.
Hi, I'm Rick Teska, CEO of Strive Medicare and author of this book, The Medicare Breakdown, the Alphabet Soup of Medicare. We talk to people every day who are overwhelmed and confused by Medicare. So I've taken 40 years of experience and questions and laid it all out in simple to easy to understand terms in the Medicare Breakdown that you can get for free at going to strivemedicare.com/book or call us at 608-784-8969 or stop by our office and get your copy today.
In the Northland, the future belongs to everyone. So we engineered the truck of the future for everyone. Ford F-150. Available with a Pro-Power onboard generator and a variety of cab configurations for whatever you need to haul. Because the truck of the future isn't created for just a few. It's for the Northland. Ford F-150. Drive one today. Now get 3.9% financing for 60 months, plus $3,500 in total savings on a Ford F-150 XLT. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
But here's that storm system I'm tracking.
When severe weather is coming,
We are tracking this winter storm that continues to provide snowy weather across the area.
we warn you first.
Yeah, we're in the first warning storm runner.
It's what we do.
Winter storm warnings are still remaining in effect here for much of the day.
To keep you safe.
Hey, look at the roads here.
We are First Warn Weather.
This forecast has been pretty spot on.
News 8. Expect more.
Save big this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Fresh Hy-Vee chicken drumsticks or thighs, just 99 cents a pound. Little Debbie Family Pack snacks, 3 for just $5. And Hamburger Helper, only 99 cents. Only at Hy-Vee.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
Well, happy Saturday. Now, I was originally going to lead my show with the Wisconsin First Northwestern basketball game, but earlier this week they postponed the game due to health and safety issues with the Northwestern basketball team. The remake date is still to be determined. Instead, one of the area's top athletes announced today that he'll be taking his talents to Winona. Two-time Wisconsin State champion and quarterback of the Aquinas Blue Golds, Jackson Flottmeyer, posted to his Twitter this morning that he's officially committed to Winona State. The future Warrior finished his high school career with just under 7,000 total yards and 88 total touchdowns. But I'm sure the ones he'll remember most are the ones that helped get Aquinas not 1, but 2 state titles. All right, staying with football, a quick look at today's NFL playoff games. First of the day, the Kansas City Chiefs hosting the Jaguars, a close one throughout. It was tied at 7 when Patrick Mahomes got taken down and rolled up on. He got sent to the locker room with an apparent knee injury, so Chad Henne came in to save the day, took the lead going into halftime, and then Mahomes returned to the field in the second half. It's not over yet, but they're out in front 27-17, and if they hold on, they'll face the winner of tomorrow's Buffalo versus Cincinnati matchup. And then later tonight in the NFC, the two teams from the NFC East battling out, the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. This one's set to kick off at 7:15 p.m. Winner is into the NFC Championship game and will face either San Francisco or the Dallas Cowboys. And some shocking offseason baseball news. The Minnesota Twins announced yesterday that they are trading away their young all-star second baseman, Luis Arraez, right after he won the American League batting title. A very shocking move, to say the least. In return, the Twins are getting right-hander Pablo Lopez and a pair of young, promising prospects. A weird move, especially right after re-signing Carlos Correa. You'd think the Twins would want to pair the two middle infielders together, but Minnesota needs pitching bad, and the hope is that Lopez comes in and immediately makes an impact in the rotation. Arraez is coming off his best season in his career, and maybe the Twins just felt like this was the best time to capitalize on it. And tonight, the Milwaukee Bucks are taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers, but once again, they are without Giannis Antetokounmpo and Chris Middleton. I'll have those highlights tonight at 10. That's all for now. We'll be right back.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page or find us at news8000.com.
Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor has immediate openings and wants you to apply. They say this job takes grit, attention to detail, and ability to work as a team. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today. $2,500 hiring bonus.
Jolivet Family Farms, known for farm fresh fruit and vegetables, but featuring so much more. Come see all that we have. Homemade bakery, large selection of locally produced honey, gourmet popcorn, craft beer, wine, and cheese, meat and seafood, arts and crafts, and so much more. There is no substitute for homegrown freshness. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza. A lot more.
That's our extra large New York style take and bake pizza. And it's everything you'd expect from a classic New York style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven. And only $9.99.
Do I have to share it?
It's recommended, but not required. Papa Murphy's. We make great pizza, so you can make the pizza great.
Such a great deal.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
You in the mood for some more news? Welcome back. Magic time. Oh my
God. Weekdays at 3 on News 8.
Here's a look at your first one forecast for tonight. Will stay cloudy, patchy fog, not out of the question. Overnight lows will be in the upper teens to low 20s. Your day planner for tomorrow, we'll see temperatures staying in the mid-20s. We'll see the clouds start to decrease for a little bit in the afternoon hours, only to fire back up again for the evening and overnight hours. The next 8 days, we have temperatures staying in the 20s and 30s, teens for next Sunday.
All right, well, thank you so much for watching News 8 Now. We hope you'll join us back here again tonight at 10.